MIT campus, Cambridge, Massachusetts. October 1992. Kevin Lewis is sitting in advanced calculus when he notices the flyer on the bulletin board. Looking for students with strong math skills. Part-time work. Excellent pay. Kevin is 21 years old. Electrical engineering major. 3.8 GPA. And completely broke. Student loans piling up. Part-time job at the campus library, paying $8 per hour. He calls the number. The voice tells him to come to the basement of Building 4. 8 p.m. Bring your brain. Friday night. Kevin descends into a basement classroom he's never noticed before. Inside, 15 students, Asian, white, Indian, all looking nervous. A man in his 30s walks in. Sharp suit. Confident smile. This is Bill Kaplan. Harvard MBA. Former professional card counter. Bill asks, who can do basic arithmetic in their head, fast? Everyone raises their hand. They're MIT students. Math is their language. Bill tells them he's about to teach them how to make $100,000 this year. Playing blackjack. The room goes silent. Bill explains it's not gambling. It's not cheating. It's math. And if they're smart enough and disciplined enough, they'll never work a normal job again. He explains the concept. Card counting. Tracking which cards have been played. Knowing when the remaining deck favors the player. Betting big when you have the edge. Bill explains it's not gambling. It's not cheating. It's math. And if they're smart enough and disciplined enough, they'll never work a normal job again. He explains the concept. Card counting. Tracking which cards have been played. Knowing when the remaining deck favors the player. Betting big when you have the edge. Casinos hate it. But it's completely legal. The Supreme Court confirmed it. You're just using your brain. Then, Bill drops the real pitch. He runs a team. They've been doing this for 5 years. Made over $10 million. And they're looking for new players. Kevin's heart is racing. This sounds impossible. Too good to be true. But Bill isn't finished. The training is intense. 4 hours a day for 8 weeks. 3 exams. Most will fail. But those who pass will travel to Las Vegas every weekend. Play blackjack with the team's money. Split the profits. Bill asks who's in. Kevin raises his hand. So do 10 others. What Kevin doesn't know. He just joined the most successful gambling operation in history. And in 5 years, he'll be banned from every casino in the world. For the next 8 weeks, Kevin's life is classes during the day, card counting at night. The training happens in that same basement. Bill brings in professional dealers, real blackjack tables, decks of cards, casino chips. Bill explains the high-low system. Every card has a value. Low cards 2 through 6 count as +1. High cards 10 through ace count as -1. 7s through 9s are neutral. The strategy is simple. Track the running count. When the count is high, lots of high cards left in the deck, you have the edge. That's when you bet big. Kevin practices for hours. Counting cards, while Bill distracts him. Counting, while people talk. Counting, while music plays. Counting, while staying perfectly calm. Bill emphasizes that casinos are chaos. Drunk people, loud music, flashing lights, you need to count through all of it. Week 3. Speed drills. Kevin has to count down an entire deck in under 30 seconds. He fails the 21st tries. But by week 4, he's doing it in 22 seconds. Week 5. Betting strategy. How much to bet, based on the count. How to look natural. How to avoid suspicion. Bill teaches him to never bet the same amount twice in a row when the count is high. Vary your bets. Look drunk. Look lucky. Never look like you're thinking. Week 6. Team play. This is the secret weapon. Bill explains the system. Spotters. Sit at tables with minimum bets. Count cards. Never increase bets. Signal when the deck is hot. Big players. Walk around the casino. When a spotter signals, sit down and bet big. Win. Leave. Move to the next table. The genius is simple. The casino sees a big player who appears randomly and gets lucky. They don't see the spotter who's been counting for 20 minutes. They don't see the connection. Week 8. Final exam. Kevin sits at a blackjack table. 3 experienced players try to distract him. Music blasts. People shout. Bill times him. Kevin counts perfectly. Doesn't break character. Bill smiles. Kevin passed. He's on the team. They leave for Vegas tomorrow. November 1992. McCarran Airport, Las Vegas. 5 MIT students step off the plane. Kevin and Jessica, math major. Dylan, computer science. Andre, physics. And Mika, electrical engineering. They're all in their early 20s. They look like college kids on spring break. That's the point. Bill meets them at baggage claim. Hands each of them an envelope.
Inside is $10,000 in cash. That's your bankroll. You'll work as spotters tonight. Watch. Learn. Don't bet more than $25 per hand.
That night, MGM, Grand Casino, 11 p.m. Kevin sits at a blackjack table. Hands shaking slightly. Places a $10 bet. The dealer deals. Kevin begins counting. +1, -1, +1, +1. The count climbs to +8. Kevin signals scratches his ear twice. The sign for hot deck. 30 seconds later, a man in an expensive suit sits down at the table. This is Fisher, one of the team's big players. He doesn't acknowledge Kevin. Fisher places a $500 bet. Casual. Like it's nothing. The dealer deals. Fisher wins. $500 profit. Next hand. Fisher bets $800. Wins again. $800 profit. Next hand. $1,000. Wins. $1,000 profit. 3 hands. $2,300 profit. Fisher stands up, tips the dealer $100, and walks away. The dealer doesn't suspect anything. The pit boss doesn't notice. To them, Fisher just got lucky, but Kevin knows the truth. Fisher won because Kevin was counting, because the deck was favorable, because math works. Over 6 hours, Kevin spots 4 hot decks. The big players win $18,000 that night, as they leave the casino at 5 a.m.
Good work. You just made $3,600 tonight. That's your cut.
Kevin stares at the cash. $3,600. He made more in 6 hours than he makes in 3 months at the library.
Same time next weekend?
Kevin nods. He's hooked. For the next year, the MIT Blackjack team runs like a machine. Every Friday fly to Vegas. Check into different hotels under fake names. Friday night through Sunday morning. Hit the casinos. MGM, Caesars, Bellagio, Mirage, Luxor. Sunday afternoon, fly back to Boston. Monday, back to classes. The system is perfect. Spotters play 4 to 6 hours, tracking multiple tables. When a deck goes hot, count +8 or higher, they signal. Big players rotate between casinos. Never stay at one table longer than 30 minutes. Win big and leave. The bank. Investors fund the operation. The team splits profits. 50% to investors, 50% to players. Kevin's role evolves. He starts as a spotter, makes $2,000 to $4,000 per weekend. Then, Bill promotes him.
You're ready to be a big player.
December 1993. Kevin's first night as a big player. He's wearing a $2,000 suit. Rolex, watch fake. But looks real. Carrying $50,000 in chips. Jessica signals from table 12 hot deck. Kevin walks over. Confident. Relaxed. Orders a whiskey he won't drink. Places a $1,000 bet. Wins. Places $2,000. Wins again. Places $3,000. Wins again. 3 hands, $6,000 profit. Kevin tips the dealer, finishes his whiskey, and walks away. The pit boss watches him leave, makes a note, but doesn't do anything. Lucky players exist. This guy just had a hot streak. Over the next year, Kevin makes $400,000. As a 22-year-old college student, he pays off his student loans, buys a car, moves into a nice apartment. His parents think he got an internship at a tech company. But Kevin is living a double life. During the week, MIT student, studying electrical engineering. On weekends, professional gambler, winning thousands in Vegas. And it's all legal, completely legal, until someone notices the pattern. Spring 1995. The Griffin Agency, Las Vegas. Griffin Investigations is a private detective agency that works exclusively for casinos. Their job: identify card counters, cheaters, and advantage players. They've been watching the MIT team for months, and they're starting to see the pattern. A Griffin agent reviews surveillance footage from the Mirage. A young Asian woman sits at table 7, plays for 2 hours, never bets more than $25. Then she scratches her ear twice. 30 seconds later, a man in an expensive suit sits down, bets $1,000 per hand, wins $15,000 in 20 minutes, leaves. Same woman. 1 hour later, scratches her ear twice at table 14. Same man appears, bets big, wins, leaves. The agent pulls up footage from the Bellagio. Same pattern. Different people, but the same system.
They're working as a team. Spotters and big players. Classic card counting operation.
Griffin starts building files. Photos of team members, dates they were spotted, casinos they hit, estimated winnings. By mid-1995, Griffin has identified 12 members of the MIT team. They distribute the photos to every major casino in Nevada. The title of the report: MIT Blackjack Team, High-Level Card Counting Organization, Estimated Winnings, $10 to $20 million. Approach with caution. But the team doesn't know they've been identified. Not yet. They keep playing, keep winning, keep pushing, until one night, at the MGM Grand. June 1995. MGM Grand, Las Vegas. 1:47 a.m. Kevin is working as a big player. He's been winning for 90 minutes. Up $23,000 tonight. Dylan signals from table 9 hot deck, count plus 12. Kevin walks over. But as he sits down, he notices something. The pit boss is staring at him. Not casual observation. Direct, focused attention. Kevin places a $1,500 bet. Tries to look natural. The pit boss picks up a phone. Speaks into it while looking at Kevin. Kevin's heart starts pounding. Something is wrong. He wins the hand. $1,500 profit. Places another bet. $2,000. The pit boss puts down the phone. Walks toward the table. Kevin wins again. $2,000 profit. But now the pit boss is standing right behind the dealer. Still watching Kevin. The pit boss offers Kevin a drink. His tone is friendly, but his eyes aren't. Kevin declines. Says he's fine. The pit boss asks how long Kevin has been playing tonight. Kevin says he just got here. Feeling lucky. The pit boss nods, but doesn't leave. Kevin plays 2 more hands. Wins 1. Loses 1. Then stands up. He hands his chips to the dealer to cash out. $26,500 in chips. The dealer counts them. Slow. Very slow. The pit boss radio security announces a player cashing out at table 9. Kevin's stomach drops. They're tracking him. He takes his chips to the cashier. A security guard appears. escorts him, says it's just routine. At the cashier window, Kevin hands over his chips. The cashier counts them, enters the amount into the computer. Then she pauses, looks at her screen, looks at Kevin. She asks him to wait one moment. She picks up a phone, speaks quietly. Kevin knows what's happening. They're checking if he's in the Griffin database. If his photo is flagged, 30 seconds feel like 30 minutes. Finally, the cashier hands him $26,500 in cash, wishes him a nice night. Kevin walks out of the MGM Grand. Doesn't run, doesn't rush, just walks. But once he's outside, he pulls out his phone, texts the team, burned at MGM, they're watching, pull out now. Within 20 minutes, the entire team is out of the casino. They meet in Bill's hotel room. Bill says they're on to them. Griffin probably distributed their photos. They need to change tactics. Jessica suggests they stop. Bill says they're not stopping. They're adapting. His plan: new disguises, wigs, glasses, fake mustaches, different clothes. Avoid the casinos where they've been winning too much. They rotate into smaller casinos: Reno, Tahoe, Atlantic City. Let Vegas cool off for a few months. It works. For a while. But Griffin is still building their file. And in 1996, everything changes. February 1996. Chinese New Year weekend. Las Vegas. The team plans their biggest operation yet. 12 players. 6 casinos. Simultaneous play. The goal: win $500,000 in 3 days. They've been training new members, refining signals, practicing for months. Friday night, the operation begins. Kevin and 3 other big players hit the Bellagio. Jessica and 2 spotters work the MGM. Dylan's team takes the Mirage. 3 more teams cover Caesars, Luxor, and New York. The strategy: overwhelming force. Hit multiple tables at once. Win fast. Move constantly. By Saturday morning, they're up $180,000. Saturday night, Kevin is on fire. He wins $47,000 in 4 hours at the Bellagio. Dylan wins $38,000 at the Mirage. Jessica spots 7 hot decks every big player wins. By Sunday morning, they're up $420,000. Sunday afternoon, the final push. They need $80,000 more to hit the $500,000 goal. Kevin sits at a blackjack table in the Bellagio. The count climbs to plus 14, one of the highest he's ever seen. He bets $5,000, wins. Bets $8,000, wins. Bets $10,000, wins. In 12 minutes, Kevin wins $37,000. Across the casino, Dylan wins $28,000. Jessica's big player wins $19,000. Sunday, 4 p.m. They hit the goal. $503,000. The entire team checks out of their hotels, flies back to Boston that night. They meet at Bill's apartment on Monday. Champagne. Celebration. The biggest weekend in team history. Each player's cut $40,000 for 3 days of work. But what they don't know: every single win was recorded. Every face was captured on camera. And Griffin Investigations is connecting the dots. The bill is coming due. (1997). The casino industry makes a decision. They're losing millions to card counters. The MIT team is just one of several operations. Something has to change. The solution: facial recognition software. Casinos install new camera systems. Software that scans every face entering the casino, compares it to a database of known card counters, cheaters, and banned players. Griffin Investigations provides the photos. Thousands of them, including 12 members of the MIT blackjack team. The system goes live in January 1997. Kevin doesn't know about it. Nobody on the team does. February 1997. Kevin walks into the Bellagio. He makes it 15 feet past the entrance when a security guard approaches, asks him to come along. Kevin's heart drops. They take him to a back room. Small. No windows. A security director is waiting. The director explains they know who Kevin is. They know about the card counting team. His photo is in their database. He's trespassed from this property and all MGM-owned casinos. If he returns, he'll be arrested. Kevin argues that card counting isn't illegal. The director agrees. But they have the right to refuse service. Kevin is done here. They escort him out. Take his photo at the exit. Add it to the permanent ban list. Kevin calls Bill immediately. Facial recognition got him. He's banned. Over the next 3 months. It happens to everyone. Jessica, Dylan, Andre, Mika. All 12 core members of the team. Banned, trespassed, blacklisted. Some try disguises. Wigs. Glasses. Fake beards. But the software is too good. It recognizes faces even with alterations. By May 1997, the MIT blackjack team can't play in any major casino in Nevada. The golden age is over. With Vegas off limits, the team tries other cities. Atlantic City. Reno. Biloxi. But it's not the same. Smaller winnings. Arguments over money. Some members skimming profits. The trust is breaking. Summer 1998. Bill calls the final meeting. The team is done. Facial recognition killed them. Griffin has files on everyone. Over 6 years. They won $50 million. More than any card counting team in history. But it's time to walk away. The team dissolves. Some go to grad school. Some take finance jobs. Some become poker players. Kevin finishes his MIT degree in 1999. Has $380,000 in the bank. No debt. But he's banned from every major casino in the world. Vegas to Macau. His photo is in every database. He can never play blackjack professionally again. Was it worth it? Yeah. It was worth it.